And the whole drive home, he's doing that little song in the back seat. I'm gonna clean my room, I'm gonna take out the trash, I'm gonna walk the dog, I'm gonna do the dishes. And when we got home, he did all of it. And I was like, wow. And then we're passing each other in the hallway. And as we're passing each other, he sticks out his arm, bro. And he tapped me. And he keeps walking, and I go, excuse you. And he goes, whatever. Oh, boy, let me take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a decent person. I'm not great, I'm not horrible, I'm decent, okay? Anybody who's ever met me in the past or will meet me in the future, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know what's in my heart. I'm a nice person. And if I'm being nice to you and you're mean to me, I'll still be nice. But if you're mean to me a second time, I don't care who it is. It could be one of you guys. It could be one of my friends in the back, or it could be the new dependent on my taxes. You mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you back, and I'm gonna step it up a notch so you don't forget. Everybody's quiet, all the kids are like, I don't wanna meet him now. Let me tell you what happened. Next morning, I was in my son's room, and I'm standing over his bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just watching him sleep. I know it looked creepy, like the movie. And I'm just thinking, what am I gonna do to get even, right? And I look over and I see his alarm clock, and I'm like, perfect. Just so you guys understand, it's his job to wake himself up for school. And he knows if he's late because he didn't set that clock, his mom is gonna have his ass. He's afraid of his mom for good reason. So I grab that clock and I change the time from 5 a.m. to 7:30. It gets better. Then I set it off. And I grabbed him. Frankie, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! And he wakes up all scared. What? Look, you overslept. Look, you overslept. And he freaked out. Shh. I'm gonna help you. And I started handing him his clothes. Here, get dressed, put your clothes. He's getting dressed in the dark. He looks like a little drunk. Your deodorant. And I grab him and I drag his ass into the garage. His whole face is oily and sweaty. He's got rocks and crust in his eyes. He has a perfect white line going all the way to the back of his neck. As soon as I get him in the car, falls asleep. I jump in and I take him to school. We get to his school. The sun is barely coming out. There is not a kid for miles. As soon as we get by the office, I slammed on the brakes to wake him up. And he wakes, oh! Frankie, the bell just rang, hurry. The last kid went in, you're gonna make it, go, hurry, go. Oh, okay, thank you, all right, I love you. It was Sunday. Kid mess with you, you mess with kid. Now I know a lot of you right now are like, oh, you went back to get him, right? That wasn't the plan. He starts calling my phone. I look at the phone and it's an old picture when he was still cute, you know? I sent him the voicemail. I look at the phone and I see his mom's face. I'm like, shit! Little traitor! I'm trying to play it off in the car. Hello? Pick him up. I can barely hear you. Pick him up! I get back to the school, big old freaking school with one kid in front of it. Oh man, you guys, he was so pissed off. But I'm gonna tell you something. I found something out that week. I found out that you don't have to yell at a kid to get your point across. You definitely don't have to hit one. All you really have to do to make sure they never forget the day that they messed up is embarrass them. Embarrassing a kid is the biggest weapon you can have as a parent that's legal. And so much more effective, you guys. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, between the ages of 10 and 19, it's all about image. It's all about, do I have the cool shirt, the cool hat, the cool wristband, the cool watch, the cool glasses, the cool shoes, the cool pants. They wanna fit in so bad. You mess with their image at school, oh, it's mental, it's emotional, and depending on what you did, it's physical. Why do you think they make such a big deal about bullying in schools and child abuse amongst each other? Because when kids turn, it's not pretty, especially if they have a reason to, like finding out that you got dropped off on Sunday by your dad because there was a janitor there working who saw the whole thing go down. And 3 days is what it took for word to get out. And when those kids found out it was my son, the things they said to him were so bad that when he came home, he was in tears, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I felt terrible for like a second. It was bad though, it was. I was moved. He came in all hard. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. All day long, people been messing with me. It's Sunday, kid. It's Sunday, kid. Get him a calendar. Get him a watch. Why are you just standing there? Say something. Put on deodorant. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I think deep down he wishes that I would hit him because it would be faster. But that's not how I roll. Oh no. And I gotta give credit to his mom, you guys. His mom allows me to be a dad. You know, as a step parent, it's not easy. You can't just come in and run things. It takes time. If you come into that house and you start trying to yell at people and start trying to, no, they'll jump all over you. You can't be doing that. Don't do. Hey, you tell me what he did. I'll handle it. You don't do anything. A few of you are like, oh, I've been there, bro. Yeah, all right? Next thing you know, you're in the corner crying when that kid is supposed to be. It's a hazing process in the beginning. Everybody's pushing each other's buttons. Everybody's testing each other. Is this guy really gonna stick around? That's what happens. And after 8 years, hey, my credit is good. So my girl backs me up. Whenever I make a call, she backs me up. Don't get me wrong. If I make a bad call, she's gonna call me on it, okay? If I mess up, she's gonna point it out. She doesn't think that all my ideas are good ones. And there's been a few times when I've messed up as a dad. Like one night, I got really, really drunk on the road with Martin. And I don't know what happened. I started drunk texting Frankie. I don't know what it is about me getting drunk. For some reason, the phone just... And my girl found out about it. And when I got home, I knew something was up because she called me by my first name. And we haven't used first names in years. You know, since then, it's always been pet names. You know how it goes, you know, honey, baby, sweetie, sucia, something that kind of just... Some of you got that. Gracias. Anyway, I walk in the door and I hear Gabriel. And I'm like, oh, I'm in court. And here she comes out of the back. I understand when you're out there, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You wanna get drunk? Fine, get drunk. You wanna text me while you're drunk? Fine, text me while you're drunk. Do not ever drunk text my son again. How do you know I was drunk? Really? Frankie, come here. Bring your phone. Look at this message that came in at 4:17 a.m. Put on deodorant, fucker. That's a nickname. No. I gotta give her credit. Anytime I mess up, she is very creative on how she approaches me. Like the latest thing that she does is she no longer wants to deal with me face to face. What she does is she will find one of the 3 dogs that we have in the house and she will start carrying a full-blown conversation with the dog, telling the dog what I'm doing wrong as a man. You have to understand how demeaning this is to me, okay? I own Chihuahuas. And you mean to tell me 2 pounds of terror is gonna take over me? No. And I'll tell you what happened, you guys. I was actually innocent. I didn't do anything bad, but it looked bad. I had 3 shows one night. And after the 3rd show, I was exhausted. So I go in the back to lay down for a little bit, and I fell asleep. And I woke up, and it was 4 hours later. And I reached down, and I pull out my phone. My phone was still in my pocket, and it was in silent mode. And I look at the screen, and the screen said 27 missed calls from, I wonder who. There is not a text in the world that's gonna fix that. There's not a phone call that I'm gonna make at 4 o'clock in the morning that's gonna make this better. I'm screwed no matter what. So I shut off my phone. Yeah, look at all the girls are like, that's where you really messed up. I know. I didn't know you could die twice. Apparently you can't. So I come home, you guys, and I know I'm innocent, so I'm not showing up at the front door with flowers or trying to be, no. I know I'm good. So I show up confident. I walk in, I said, baby, let me just explain what happened to me this weekend before you say anything. And then she starts, oh, look who's here, Bruno, look who's here. Daddy's home. Now Daddy wants to talk to us. Funny, talk to Bruno. Let me explain. He thinks we're playing, huh? Really? You're not gonna talk to me? You're gonna talk to the dog? Somebody's getting frustrated, huh? Kinda like we were frustrated when he didn't pick up his phone. Yes, he did. She will not look at me. She will not talk to me. She continues to do this for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, she has me doing it. Bruno, tell her I'm sorry. Okay. Bruno! Bruno! Now she thinks I'm making fun of her. Are you mocking me? Now I'm pissed off because now she's screaming in my face. So then I was like, oh, she thinks we're mocking her, huh, Bruno? Mommy shouldn't have played this game because we can play it better, huh? Yeah, because I can make you talk back to me, huh? Yes, you can, Double. Yes, I can. Because you love me more. I love you. Mommy's crazy, huh? Yes, she's a bitch. Come on. And that started a whole different argument. My God, you guys. And I don't want you thinking that my girlfriend's a bad person. She's an amazing woman. The fact that I only have 7 stories about her in 8 years says a lot. You know, don't get me wrong, 5 of them happened this year. But that's still way below the bar, you know what I'm saying? And I get questions. I get questions about her because, you know, in the past I've done specials and I've talked about other people in my life. I've talked about my mom, I've talked about my dad, I've talked about my sisters, my brother, I've talked about Frankie, but I've never really talked about my girl. And so I get people that ask me, you know, we want to know a little bit more. First question that everybody always asks is your girlfriend fluffy too? And no, she's not. She's a little bit curvy, but she's not fluffy. And it's not to say that I have anything against big women. Most of my ex-girlfriends were really big girls. When we would hug, it was like arms and pillows. Oh yeah, it was that Tempur-Pedic love, you know what I'm saying? It was hardcore, like we would hug really, really hard and then let go and then our body would come back to normal. Another question that people ask is your girlfriend also Mexican? You know, is your girlfriend Mexican? And yes, she is, but that doesn't mean anything because I have dated the rainbow, okay? That's just where it landed, you know, I just, you know. Oh, look. It's just where it landed, all right? You know, the crazy part with my girl is that she doesn't have traditional Mexican features, all right? She could pass for white. Which is funny because the first time I introduced her to my mom, it was quite the show. I take my girl to go meet my mom for the first time, and you know, my mom, she would come to the door. She would come to the door if she sees you pulling up in the driveway. She opens the door and just waits for you to get there and greets you at the door. So I'm pulling up, right? She comes to the door and she sees me opening the door, and this white girl comes out, right? And she starts cussing me out from the door. ¡Sácase, cabrona, de aquí! ¿Qué chingados andas haciendo con esa güera? ¡Sácame esa güera! ¡Get the white girl pa' allá! ¡Saca la white girl pa' allá! And my girl speaks Spanish, so my